and welcome to Bakerstreet.coasters, where today we're at the Alton Towers Resort again for week 3, and this time we're on Sunday. Now, one thing I haven't showed you guys is the park map. Now, it looks absolutely amazing. We've got the Scarefest stuff down here, so the 3D map. I just wish they printed off this map. You've got like compound here, Dark Hollow there, Edge of the Forest. You've got Altonville Mine Tours, and then you've got Alton Ancestors, and then you've got the 2 shows. Cannot wait to explore today. It looks very, very busy around the park, so you know, that is something. But anyways, remember to subscribe, smile always. We were saying that this time last year the music was absolutely awful, so at one point it would tell you welcome to the Alton Towers Resort, and then the next moment they would say oh goodbye, and I'm like great. I had to message Bianca last year and tell her that the soundtrack was absolutely rubbish, so they had to reset the system. But I'm very happy that they don't have that rubbish anymore. You know, imagine walking to Alton Towers and it going oh welcome to the Alton Towers Resort. But you know, I'm very happy that they haven't done that this year, and I'm very happy that they just have the soundtrack on playing through Tower Street, because it is amazing. But yeah, very good positive up from Towers. They've listened to my feedback and they've got rid of that stupid rubbish. Let's look for Nemesis Reborn. Oh, found it. That's stupid. Why is it stuck again? You know, it was stuck here yesterday, I'm pretty sure. That's so unreal, like what the actual hell. It's even a nice day as well. That is awful operations from Towers. 5 minutes later, and Nemesis is back open. We just did Nemesis Reborn, an essential ride to the park, to be fair. I mean, the theming, the elements, the aspects, it's just amazing, and the atmosphere here at Forbidden Valley is just also brilliant. Not sure where we're off to next, but I will definitely tell you when we go. Time to go on Toxicator, where we're going to submit to the spin. Cannot wait to get on this ride, to be fair. I didn't do it last night because unfortunately it was closed. Not quite sure why it was closed. I spoke to some of the ride staff and they didn't tell me, so that's something. But yeah, it's always good to see that it's back open and ready to commence Program Alpha, or you know, initializing Program Alpha, as they say. So there it is, Toxicator Program.
Rotating.
This road, Toxicator, absolutely amazing. I loved it because when we went left and then we tried basically going over the flips, we did it 4 times in a row. That was just brilliant. But the worst thing was, well, the best thing was just the fact that it held it. As soon as it went over, it split. I love those 4 ones. It's really good, and I love how they've turned up the brakes on it. Anyways, off to our next ride. It's really, really good. Also, guys, please remember to subscribe. I really appreciate that. And yeah, it's really good so far. Ride operations are looking a lot less than what they were yesterday. Off to the Cursor Alton Manor. I'm going to see if everything's working in there. Sometimes the sensors are hit or miss, which is really annoying. Like, in terms of when you go through, some cars in front may trigger the sensor a little later, which then doesn't trigger the car behind. It gets a little bit annoying. Also, enjoy the scene of this amazing helicopter behind me. I'm pretty sure this is a real life helicopter, but I could be incorrect. I know the ones down at Swarm at Fort Park, they got gifted to the park. I'm not quite sure if this one was. But yeah, anyways, off to the Curse at Alton Manor. 5-minute queue for the Curse at Alton Manor. Absolute adore this ride. The best dark ride in the UK. I take it back, it's the best dark ride in any theme park, of course. The doomed party in 1891 on New Year's Eve. Parents vanished.
That is, aside from the doses given in your child,
Now it's time to do the two family mazes or attractions here. So two family scare attractions here at the Alton Towers Resort. I think Trick or Treat by Haribo and Malum was here 2 years ago, and Amigos in the Afterlife replaced the Dungeons, and that was here last year, new for 2024. Now I did both of them last year, I'm going to do them again. I will tell you my reviews after. Smile always. We just did Haribo Trick or Treat Town with Haribo and Malum, and it was absolutely amazing. I absolutely adored it. You know, it's very, very good. I mean, it's not very big scares. Like, there's not a lot of big scares, of course, because it's a family attraction. But it's absolutely amazing to see that we have something like this. And, you know, it kind of brings me vibes back to when we used to have the House of Monsters, which is where Gangster Granny is now. That was back in, like, 2016. But yeah, it's such an amazing attraction. And, you know, you get loads of sweets from it as well, which is very, very good. The actors in there were spot on, brilliant. I mean, it got a little bit messy when you had to knock on all the houses. But, you know, it was still good. I'd say very much worth the money. And the fact that we're now going into Amigos in the Afterlife, I cannot wait to witness this one. This was a very fun attraction last year, and I cannot wait to see what's changed and what's new. But yeah, Haribo Trick or Treat, I give it 4 out of 5. Some parts of it, like for example, the music was a little bit loud. So yeah, you know, it was like, the music was a little bit loud, but it was good. It was good. Just came out of Amigos in the Afterlife, and that was absolutely amazing. I loved the whole atmosphere, to be fair. The theming may have been a little bit better in areas, like there's been blank walls. I feel like they could have put a lot more money into that. But in terms of actors, absolutely amazing. Barry the Worm, the tequila worm, oh my god, he always takes me. And I was trying to explain to my family earlier that there was a worm in it, because we did it last year, but they don't remember. But it was in there. The storyline hasn't changed from last year to this year, but you know, it's still good and it's not that scary. However, I did get scared at the end. There's just like this, I don't know what it is, it's like this bride, and I said, oh, is that a real person? And just jumped out at me, and I was like, oh my god, that's scary. I didn't think today I was in my vlog that I was going to say I'm going to get scared of one of these attractions, but I did. But yeah, no, very, very good. Like I said, theming in there could be a little bit better. In terms of actors, amazing. I loved it. So yeah, I'd say it's worth money. Both attractions definitely worth the money. Yeah, brilliant. Now, I cannot wait to do the scare mazes later on. I've got high hopes for the scare mazes later on. So now it's time to go on Rita. Now yesterday, as we know, it was a 110-minute queue. Today, not so much, so I cannot wait to explore Rita, of course. Explore Ride Rita. Now I'm not a huge fan of it, but you know, it's still a ride at the park, which boosts capacity. But yet again, like I said yesterday, and I'm going to say today, it's a ride which really hurts your head. I mean, Vekoma launch coaster, no, Intamin hydraulic launch coaster. I keep getting this wrong, it's my head. But yeah, a launch coaster, hydraulic launch coasters aren't a huge thing nowadays. So, you know, we're really privileged in the UK to have 2 of them, Stealth at Fort Park and Rita at Alton Towers. To be fair, I hate it that much. I don't even remember it. Yeah, there's not much to say about Rita, to be fair, apart from it's a longer track than Stealth, and it's 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds. So it was advertised at 50 minutes, but we waited in that queue for literally like 60 minutes, which isn't good at all. Anyways, we're off to 13, which is a 40-minute queue. I like 13, so smooth, amazing coaster. So it's an Intamin coaster, it's brilliant. The queue line for 13 is pretty much lame. I mean, to be fair, yeah, okay, it's in the dark forest and everything, but there's not much queue. Like, what is all this? What is that? I do wonder what that's about. Someone please tell me the history of towers, because I actually don't know that. There is like this car over here. It's got the old Alton Towers. It's got the old Alton. Actually, no, you can't see it because it's been. They've got green lighting. You know what I was saying? I was saying yesterday, and I was saying the day before, and I was saying last week, and the week before. I went, green lighting would be amazing in this queue line. They have green lighting. I don't know if that's been there ever since. I've actually been in this full queue. Green lighting is amazing. We just need that to be green lighting. I mean, I get it's like security reasons, everything, but I still think that green lighting should still work. I mean, clearly cameras have got nighttime detectivity, meaning that, you know, it's still visible. Someone correct me if I'm wrong with that. Just came with 13, you know what I say about that ride, really good, really smooth. Anyways, off to our next ride. Now it's time to go on Hex, the Legend of the Tower. What a good ride this is. Right, some significant dark ride this is. Third favourite in the UK. Going to enter the newest scare maze of 2025, which is themed of the Dark Forest. And this is named Edge of the Forest. Cannot wait to witness this. I've heard it's good, but I've also heard people said it's repetitive, so I will tell you guys after. We just came out of Edge of the Forest, which is the new scare maze for 2025, and it was very repetitive, but repetitive in a good way, because, you know, it gets darker and darker as you go on. I mean, it gets to a point where it's so dark. I think you see the Lesh Wall, something like that. It's really, really good. I'm not going to give too much away, but expect some really good stuff from that. At the start, it seemed a little bit timid, but you know, it's meant to be timid because you're in this freshly built cottage, and then as you go on, it gets darker and darker, which is amazing. Now we are off to go and see, oh god, Altonville Mine Tours with Tiny's Revenge. This attraction's been here for 10 years. I did the original, we did the original one back in 2022, which was the return of the Skin Snatchers. Now we're doing Tiny's Revenge. We did it last year, and we're doing it this year. I cannot wait to see the difference, if there is any, of course. Very, very cool filming around there, guys. Right, cannot film in here, unfortunately, but I will see you on the way out. I just did Tiny's Revenge, which is Altonville Mine Tours, and that was so good. However, it's a bit old. 10 years old this attraction is, and I feel like, you know, that it should be very much replaced now. I mean, a decade old attraction's a little bit old. However, I had people running into me, so an actor, a girl, basically used her whole body to basically push me back. I had a hand in my face at one point. That attraction is just amazing. It gets better and better every year. Now, I did it 2 years ago, so I did it in 2022, which was for the Skin Snatchers, Revenge of the Skin Snatchers, and then I did Tiny's Revenge. I can tell you it is significantly increased in overall performance, appearance, and even actors. So yeah, I would say definitely go to that, but I just feel like that should be definitely its last year here at the park. It's very old and very repetitive now when you, if you've been in it quite a few times from this year, last year and the year before. And, you know, I'm not spoiling it too much, but the end, it gets a little old, the enders, because it's always the same. Okay, so, yeah, 2 mazes down, brilliant mazes. I have to do a whole review. I've only been in it once though, but I have to do a whole review of Edge of the Forest. I looked at it, you know, the elements were amazing, the theming was brilliant. I loved how it was repetitive, but I will do that whole entire review separately on a different video, of course.
Hi guys!
Yeah!
Hi guys, my voice is going.
How did you find it, Alex?
Scary.
Scary? Was it themed well?
I don't know. It's basically the same as last year, but more scary.
Okay, yeah, so Altonville Mine Tours.
And
yeah.
I like the Edge of the Forest, but there's Groot in there.
Found Groot. No, I don't think we found Groot. We definitely didn't find Groot, Alex. But
it looks like Groot.
Okay, sure. Anyways, yeah. So now after trials trading, and then we'll be able to do burial grounds in the night. That is
burial grounds. Woo!
Yeah, just see burial grounds. And then we'll do compound. I cannot wait to do compound. So yeah, I've heard like a lot of people from my uni are doing compound, so that's kind of cool.
Me I don't like how the sauce is playing. I do like how they work. Is that the purple one, Castle of Manor? Green, isn't it? Or that's Cathay.
You got Wicker Man, Oblivion, Nemesis.
13.
No, 13's over there.
Oh, what's that? Rita now?
Yeah, that's Rita. No, wait.
Yeah, Rita's got a cog.
What's that one then?
That's Smiler, and then there's also
No. What is that?
so Wicker Man. Oblivion.
Yes, Galactica. Blue one's Galactica. Yeah, because it's got the portal. Of course, I forgot about Galactica. And that's got to be Rita. That one's got to be Rita, right?
That one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I got him.
Rita 13.
Yep.
Smiler. Galactica. Nemesis.
Oblivion.
Yeah, Oblivion and
Wicker Man.
Wicker Man.
Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it.
We do it on the way back.
So we've got Edge of Forest here, £20. I mean, they are just like printed on stuff. So they're very easy. Actually, no, I like that one. I think it's embroidered, I think. £45. It's like stickers, I'm guessing. I think this is 45 and that's 20 as well. And therefore the new scare zones and mazes. Pardon?
They're plain.
They're plain. Yeah, but I mean, it's Rita. It's not really a secret weapon, is it?
It has a new hat.
Yeah, okay, Alton Bears definitely took over my life. Skelvin over here, and then we have Patch, and it was really, really nice actually. I like all the details which they have for the theming. Just wished it was like AI, no, not AI, but they just had screens, you know. That would be really nice. But it's really nice to see we have actual props as well. I keep saying that, like animatronics could have been cool, or a sound at least. So we're about to do burial grounds, and this time we're actually in a queue. I've never been in a queue for this, so I don't know, but yeah. To be fair, that was, I mean, burial grounds was good, just lacked, I mean, to be fair, there was a lot of atmosphere, there was a lot of people there. It just lacked like actors, I say. But yeah, but in my mind train, yeah. But yeah, it lacked like actors, I'm guessing, in there. Not as many as what there was on opening day. Apparently opening day they were overstaffed. Like they had a lot of people in there, I mean. And then this time I don't think they have. Wicker Man behind me. I'm going to go to the Winnoway Mine Train now. So, change of plans. We're not doing Winnoway Mine Train. We are going to do £1. Now this has to be one of my favourite scare mazes. Last year it really topped the charts, so I cannot wait to see what it has to offer this time. I don't know, Edge of the Forest was also really significant this year. I still think £1 is up there, but Edge of the Forest probably second. To not lie to you, just the compound, that was brilliant. Not even joking.
I didn't like that, I got that on my own.
He got set in his own. I just kept saying.
I was in the bathroom and someone was in the bathtub.
Yeah, I went through the different route. I went through the route of the kitchen. No, not the kitchen. I went through the route where the aliens were. I got contained.
I couldn't
it was
see
really
anything
good.
in that blind room. But there was the alien monsters. And then I had to go across this bridge. And there was this lady who was just standing there like this. Yeah, I'm like this. And I'm like, oh, hello. And I walked across the bridge and she kept coming towards me and I was like, ugh.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then she pushed me into the other room.
It was really good. I loved it, to be fair. They're getting top notch reviews from the mazes. I mean, in terms of atmosphere.
They didn't have the rating thing.
Of course, no, it's true.
Well, it is the top rating.
If I was going to rate all of the mazes, it would go Compound, Edge of the Forest, then Altonville Mine Tours. Really good actors in there. So that is it from me here at the Alton Towers Resort. Absolutely an amazing event. I have to tell you, my thoughts have definitely changed. Just the atmosphere. The atmosphere at Towers, dead. Mazes, brilliant. I've done it all now, and I've witnessed it all from this year. and I can tell you the only thing that really puts it down is the atmosphere in terms of no actors in areas. I will keep saying that until they bring them back. And I was saying to people in the queue, Merlin Entertainments aren't Merlin Entertainments anymore. Because what entertainments do they actually put on except for their 3 events at Alton Towers and barely any other events at their other parks? Like this year, Thorpe Park have only had 1 event. What is going on? And I mean, Alton Towers, yes, okay, but that means they've saved their money from other events just to put on something like this. And I'm like, oh, I don't know, Merlin Entertainment says, and the fact that they don't even supply their own actors anymore kind of puts it away from the fact that they have any sort of entertainment. So are they mis-selling their company? I highly do agree they are. Like, they barely put on any entertainments, so how are they Merlin Entertainments? Anyways, that is it from me here at the Alton Towers Resort. That's all up from speculation, if you ask me. It ain't really my role to say whether they are entertainments or not, but from what I've seen, they're not. But yeah, anyways, really good. My full review will be out later on. And remember to smile always, and please remember to subscribe. Smile always.